Morning everyone. Here's a flow you can do straight out of your bed, or in fact in your bed if you wish. You can do it on the bed or just flop onto the floor, and away we go. So we're going to start in extended child pose and a wide knee version if that's comfortable for you. So knees approximately edges of the mat or just inside. Just come onto your forearms, settle down into your hips first of all. And you can stay here if this is comfortable and just about manageable, or you can walk your arms out, straighten them. Oh, you calm down. Straighten them out. Okay, relax everything down, and you can feel your shoulders at this point as well once you stretch your arms away. Or bring your forearms to the floor, okay, but just feel through your shoulders as well as your hips, and then if it's comfortable, relax your forehead on the floor, or you can make fists of your hands, stack them, and then just rest your head. So any particular wide-kneed child pose that suits, straight-armed, stretching the shoulders, relaxed on your forearms, or anywhere. Okay, so close your eyes and then just feel through your body. Okay, so particularly feel your hips, relax your body, and then start to focus on your breath and your breathing. Okay, breathing in and out through your nostrils, and then constrict the back of the throat, the Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath. Okay, gives your mind something to focus on. You tune into the vibration you're making internally in your head. So constricting the back of the throat, breathing in and out through your nostrils, making the sound of the ocean, sound of Darth Vader. Just a moment to attune and feel through your body and waken the body up. Okay, so breathing in and out through your nostrils, nice and steady. Couple of final breaths here. And then nice and slowly, we're just going to come up, bum off heels. Okay, bring your knees together in line with your hips, and then into puppy pose. Okay, so rear half is like tabletop, front half is like downward dog. Okay, now take your time in this one. If it's a little bit too much for your shoulders, come down onto your forearms. But the idea in puppy pose is to bring your arms straight, spread your palms and hands, fingers to the floor, and then trying to keep your thighs vertical if that's comfortable for your shoulders. Just try and melt your chin and your chest to the floor. Look out along the mat, okay, not down at the mat. Look out along the mat, and then just gently allow those shoulders to soften, chest and chin melting to the floor. Okay, if that's a little bit too much for your shoulders, just bring your bum back towards your heels, carry more weight onto your knees and legs rather than your shoulders. Okay, but just hold in this position, soften, relax, breathe. And then nice and slowly just come onto your forearms. Okay, we're going to keep that arm stretched, but with your right arm. Okay, bring it underneath your left armpit, and then release, if you can, your right shoulder, right side of the head to the floor, and walk your left arm straight out towards the top of the mat. Okay, so your weight should be pressing into the shoulder and gently in the side of your head. Don't overdo the side of the head bit. In fact, gently press down into the side of the head so your spine aligns. Okay, don't crunch down into your neck. Okay, press into the shoulder and your arm that's on the floor, and then walk the other arm away to the top of the mat. So you've got this lovely twist in the torso, lovely stretch in the body. Okay, now with this left arm, the one that's pointing to the top of the mat, bring it up to the vertically towards the ceiling, push it up, and then bend it and wrap it around your bod. Try and tickle the top of your right thigh, and gently lifting that left shoulder up towards the ceiling, allowing that torso to twist a little bit more. Breathe, hold, And then unwrap that left arm, bring it in front of your face, gently press in. Straighten the right arm, fold the left underneath the right armpit, bringing your left shoulder, left side of the head to the floor. Okay, gently press into the side of your head. Okay, making your spine align. Press into the arm that's along the floor, the one that's wrapped underneath your armpit. Stretch the other one away towards the top of the mat. Allow your torso to twist. Okay, breathe a couple of times. And then bring that right arm up towards the ceiling, so vertically upwards with the right arm. Wrap it around. Okay, try and tickle the top of your left thigh. Lift the right shoulder. And then bring that hand, press it in front of your face, and then come up to tabletop position. Okay, so knees underneath shoulders, tops of the feet in contact with the floor. Press into your hands, lift your chest, widen your shoulders. Okay, into cat-cow, so lifting the head, press or allowing the belly button to fall to the floor. Feel that curl in the spine. Gently push into your sit bones, pushing towards the ceiling. Soften your belly. Take a breath in. As you exhale, feel the spine curl completely the other way. Okay, so feel the curl in the spine. Scoop that pelvis, so hips sink back, pubic bone pushes towards the chin, press into your chest. Again, then just feel that lovely stretch all the way through your arms, shoulders, back, into your low back. If you press into the tops of your feet, your thighs far up too, squeeze your glutes. Okay, everything's engaged. Soften everything, release. Come through as you inhale, lifting head, belly to the floor. Okay, so this is completely the other way with your spine, so feel it. Press into your hands, look up at the ceiling, take a breath in. Exhale, curling once more, feeling everything, scooping that pelvis, pressing into your hands, feel that stretch all the way through, look back at your thighs, press into the tops of your feet. Final time, inhale, flow through, cow pose, squeezing everything, feeling the curl in the spine, and then final time, coming all the way through, curling like a cat. This time, press into the tops of your feet, lift your knees about an inch off the floor, and then squeeze through the middle of your bod. Breathe. Okay, nice and slowly, bring your knees to the floor. And then keeping everything where it is, hands and knees, nice and slowly release your bum back to your heels. Okay, feeling it in your hips and your shoulders, coming down, and then as you inhale, sort of bounce back out. Now we're going to do this a mindful move. Okay, as you come up to neutral tabletop, soften the elbows. Elbows point back towards your thighs, lift your chin, come down only as far as you can press back up from. But if you can touch your chin on the floor, do so. And then press into your hands. Come back up, neutral tabletop. Bum back to heels. Okay, let's try this as a mindful meditative movement. Okay, as you come up, inhale, start to inhale, make the inhale last as long as the journey to the floor. Soften the elbows, back towards the thighs, lift the chin. Only come down as far as you can push back from. Keep inhaling. Once you've fully inhaled, press as you start to exhale, come back up, bum back to heels. Okay, a few more of these, focus. Okay, feel through your body, inhale as you come up, keep inhaling as you soften the elbows, lift the chin, come forward towards the floor, or all the way down if it suits. Press as you start to exhale, feel it in your shoulders, arms, really good for strengthening, bum back to heels. Inhaling, 2 more, coming up, softening the elbows, lifting the chin, feeling that strength in your shoulders and arms as you come down. Start to exhale, press, feel the strength. Neutral tabletop, bum back to heels. Squidge down, relax, release through your low back. Inhale, final time, coming up. Continue to inhale as you soften the elbows, lift the chin, coming down. Press as you start to exhale. Coming back, bum back to heels. This time, just softly settle your hips, thighs, low back, neck, shoulders, walk the hands out. Just allow that soft stretch either side of your torso. Relax your head and neck. Breathe. Beautiful. Okay, just release the hands, bring them a little bit closer. Keep the arms straight there. We're going to do a flow from this position. So as you inhale, okay, lift. We're coming up to high kneel, so lift the arms. Okay, feel the weight of them as you lift them up, all the way up to the top. Now press into the tops of your feet so you feel nicely stable. Allow the arms to press towards the ceiling, so energize them all the way from your knees to the tops of your fingers. Take a breath in here, and then as you exhale, release the right arm. Keep the left arm vertically upwards. Okay, bring that right arm down. Okay, we're going to try and bring it towards our heel. Now you might want to come onto your toes because it brings the heel higher. Okay, once you've got onto your toes, just press into them, stretch up, and then you can release the head, push the hips forward, and just feel that lovely stretch up your left hand side. A couple of breaths here, allowing it to release. And then as you exhale, engage all your core muscles. Bring that arm up to the top, swap over. So right arm up, left arm comes back, same drill. Try and feel for your heel. Once you've got it, press into it. Press the fingers up to the ceiling. Gently push your hips forward. Feel that lovely stretch up the right hand side. Breathe. Nice and slowly engage the core. And then bring the other arm back up to the top. Take a breath in as you stretch everything up. Exhale, bring the arms down to the horizontal position. Okay, now keeping everything in line, sort of pull your hips back, okay, so that you don't sort of sink into your low back. Okay, nice and slowly, keeping everything in line, we're going to just lean back into the backs of our feet, so in a straight line. Push the fingers forward until your thighs really fire up. Hold them. Nice and slowly come forward. Okay, nice and upright, lifting through the crown. Bring your weight slightly forward and try and lift your feet off the ground. Hold the balance, hold the focus. So stare at something. Nice and slowly release the feet back, bring the weight back once more, pushing the fingers forward so we're stretching through the shoulder blades all the way back. Feel it in your thighs, only come back as far as your thighs can cope with. Hold, feel it, come forward. Okay, back up to an upright position, weight slightly forward, lighten the feet, lift them, hold. Final time, feet to the floor. Bring the weight back. Beautiful. Hold wherever you get to. Feel it in your thighs all the way here. Beautiful. And then come forward. Lighten. Bring your weight forward. Feet off the floor. Nice and slowly. Feet to the floor. And then bringing your hands back down. Now do it in a controlled way. Okay. Feeling the weight of your hands. Bring them down to the mat. And then relax, forearms, forehead to the floor, into child pose. Relax, breathe, release. Soften everything. Focus on Ujjayi breathing, releasing, relaxing through your body, softening everything. And then nice and slowly as you inhale, coming up into neutral tabletop once more. This time with your lower left leg, just bring the left foot out to beyond the edge of the mat. Okay, and then bring your weight to your left hand. Straighten your right leg along the floor, and then bring your right arm up in line, so we're in a supported side plank. Okay, from this position here. Okay, just settle everything in, make sure you're nicely weighted over that hand. Release the right arm up towards the ceiling, arms in line. Okay, now straighten the right leg. If you can, lift it up away from the floor. Lift it up as high as you can. Okay, and then bring this upper arm in line with that leg. So bring it forward, pointing to the top of the mat. Now, stability comes from the pressing into that left foot that's on the floor and keeping nicely weighted over your left hand. Okay, nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, bend the right knee and then bring the knee to the elbow. Squeeze everything together, and then come back out. Breathe in. As you exhale, same again, bending knees, squeeze elbow to knee, come back out. Final time, exhale, squeeze knee to elbow, coming back out. And then release foot to the floor first of all, and then bring your weight back into neutral tabletop. Take a couple of moments in neutral tabletop. I'll just turn around so I'm on the same side as you. And then swap over. So bring that right foot out to the side, so just that lower leg, bring it out, bring the weight over onto the right hand, left arm lifted in line, okay, left leg straight out to the bottom of the mat. Okay, once you're nicely balanced, feeling nicely settled, lift that leg if you can, hold it, and then bring that left arm in line, stretching it all the way through your body. You can flex the foot, spread the toes, feel the engagement of your calf. Take a breath in, and then bending the knee, elbow to knee. This is a balance, as you can feel, so concentrate, don't move too quickly, keep a focus in your eyes. Inhale, stretch everything away. Exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze, core compression, inhale, come back out. Final time, exhale, squeeze everything together, and then final time, stretching everything away, and then bringing that left leg to the floor, left hand to the floor, rolling back down, coming into child pose, taking a few moments, feeling through your body, making sure you're feeling how everything feels. Gently sway your hips from side to side as you breathe, so flowing one way to the other. And then nice and slowly we're going to walk on our forearms and flatten onto the floor. Okay, feel through your low back. Bring your feet in line with your hips, point your toes. You can tuck your toes if that's uncomfortable, but try a soft point. Okay, we're going to bring our elbows underneath our shoulders and intertwine the fingers, and then just bring our head or our chin onto the backs of your hands. Okay, so just crocodile pose. Okay, it's a very gentle back bend, upper back bend. Okay, so we can just rest in this position. Just bring your elbows somewhere where it feels nicely balanced. And then your gaze horizontal, resting your head. Just allow your spine to soften. A couple of breaths here. And then release your hands, walk them out and come into spider hands, okay, so into your fingertips, okay, so nothing's on the floor between your chest and your fingers. Okay, bring your ears between your upper arms, so forehead to the floor, in other words. Okay, as you inhale, lift the head and shoulders, press into your fingers and try and look at the ceiling, bring your eyes to the top of your eye sockets. Press so you can feel the engagement in your upper back and shoulders. Take a breath in, exhale, release your forehead to the floor. Inhale, same again, I'm going to do 2 more of these. Okay, lifting, trying to look at the ceiling, don't worry if you can't, press into your fingers, feel all that beautiful engagement, upper back, shoulders. Exhale, release your forehead to the floor. Final time, inhale, lift, head and shoulders, press into your fingers. And then release. Come back down, soften everything. Okay, we're going to come back to a kneeling position. So press yourself back up to a kneeling position, or cross-legged, or sitting on a chair, whatever's as comfortable for you. Okay, we're just going to do some Kapalbhati breaths. Okay, this is really energizing. Requires you to use your diaphragm as a pump. We just concentrate on the exhale. We don't worry about the inhale. This makes you beautiful, gives you a shiny skull. Okay, so it's a okay, just a pushing of the pumping of the diaphragm on the exhale only. Don't worry about the inhale. The body will naturally pull things in. So just come into a comfortable sitting position, relaxing your arms. Okay, sometimes it helps if you support as you're pumping, pressing into your thighs, but just come to somewhere comfortable for you. We're going to do 3 rounds of 15 pumps. Okay, and it's a yogic practice, so we do a full breath with a retention in between. So just follow my instructions. Okay, close your eyes. Take a nice, deep, steady inhale and retain the breath. And then a nice controlled release through your nostrils, pulling that diaphragm up towards the ribs, belly into spine. Okay, nice steady inhale for the first round. Begin. Extend that final 15th. Okay, and then a nice steady deep inhale with a retention. And then release, controlled exhale through your nostrils. Don't force it, just allow it to naturally fall. Squeeze that diaphragm up, pull the belly in. And then release, inhale for round 2. Begin. Extend that last. And then a nice deep inhale with a retention. And then release, nice steady exhale. Don't force it. Allow it to naturally expel air, squeezing everything inwards. Okay, nice steady inhale for the 3rd and final round. Begin. Nice deep inhale with a retention. And then release. And then return to your normal breathing and come into your final relaxation position, Savasana. Move nice and slowly. Try and hold that beautifully relaxed feeling after Kapalbhati breath. Come into your lying position. Classic Savasana or corpse pose is lying on your back, chin tucked in, arms slightly away from the body, palms facing uppermost. Heels in line with your hips, allow your feet to flop out or your legs just slightly wide. Okay, feel your low back. Okay, just squeeze your abdominals, press your low back into the floor. You'll feel how much of a curve you've got on your spine. If you know you can lie without any tension in this position for a few minutes, then that's fine. If your low back's not particularly curled, then bend your knees in this position. If you do that, bring your feet to the edges of the mat, allow your knees to flop in so you don't have to hold tension. Okay, so just feel through your body, scan it, scan everything that you feel in contact with the floor. Relax through all your muscles and then start to focus on your breath and your breathing. Breathing in and out through your nostrils. Nice, steady, deep, natural breaths. Feeling a flow. And we're going to relax for 2 minutes. Breathing, relaxing, softening, releasing.
Okay, just bring your attention back to the here and now. Take a nice steady breath in. As you do so, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring your arms up over your head. Give your body a lovely long stretch, pointing the toes, flexing the feet. And then very slowly bending your knees, roll over to one side or the other. And then using your hand, press yourself back up
to a comfortable sitting position. Okay, come into Prayer Mudra, sitting up nice and tall, nice straight spine. We're going to close the class by chanting Om once. So, nice steady inhale. Namaste.